Hello guys, welcome to our ICS final presentation. This is Yuxuan Li and Yinrong Mao. This time we try to modify the chat system to do a gambling online. Here is the agenda for today. We will first introduce what the game is like and then show the code and a live demo of the project. At last, we will list some possible improvements. Let's get started. Here we choose the game 炸金花, which is a really popular game in China. The reason we choose to implement this is simply because we are really fond of poker games. In Chinese, 我们都是赌怪. Well, anyway, the rules are really similar to show hand, but only with 3 cards. We will first compare the type of them. Here, no pair is the smallest and the 3 of the kind is the largest. And then we come to the numbers. While 2 is the smallest and ace is the largest. If both type and number are the same, we will come to the suits. Here, club is smaller than diamond, smaller than heart, and smaller than spade. If these 3 are all same, we will call a tie. So here it seems that the rules are quite simple, but actually it is not that easy in Python coding. Let's invite Abigail to show how we code this in Python.
Here, I just briefly explain how these codes work. We didn't create a completely new program, but just add some interesting functions and game on the basis of the chat system. First, let's start from the client class file. After inputting the name, the client will also be asked to input how much money they have, and this money amount will be recorded into a dictionary in the chat group class called .members. Here, this one. And then let's go to the client state machine file. This file is used to manage the message the client input or received. It has 5 main functions. Except the original 3, we added 2 new functions, the borrow money and play game function. And in the process function, it was be divided into 2 parts. One is the login state, and the other is the chatting state. In the login state, when the client input borrow and the peer's name who is in the system, it will return to borrow money function. This function will send borrow message to the server, and the server will send message to that peer. If that peer agrees to lend the money, both the client's money and the peer's money will be updated in the .members dictionary, and also here in self.dollar and peer dollars. If the and then this part also shows that if the client is the one who is asked to lend money to others. During the chatting state, the client has an option to start pay the game. Same as the process of borrowing money, it needs to obtain the agreement of his partner. And then it will call play game function. This function will return 3 values, the game process and 2 players' money. The game process will be showed on both clients' screen, and the money will be updated. Then, after 1 round of game, 2 clients have to choose whether to continue the game. Like they need to input again or end to end the game, if they want to end the game. What's more, this part of game also considered the condition that if one of the clients doesn't have enough money to play the game. Well, next, let's have a look of chat server fire. Since we created many different actions, it will be processed differently in the server, such as set money action and borrow action and exchange action, or game results. And this is how the server works. And then this fire, play cards fire, is about how the game played. We created several classes. The poker class is a pack of cards, and the player class is the people who play the game. And then the winner class helps us get who wins the game. And then this function will be called in the play function, and the play function will be called in the current state machine's fire, and it will return 3 values as I mentioned above. Yeah, and this is how our codes work.
Here, let's do a live demo of the project. We started the server, so we only need to enter player's name. Let's input my name, Alexis, and say I have $100. And here, let's enter the game of partner, Abigail, and she has, say, $150. Here, we would like to invite a third player into the game, let's say Coco. She is really rich, she has $10,000. Okay, so here we could check who is in the system and how much money do they have. We found that Coco is really rich, so we maybe want to play a gambling game with her. However, Coco seems unwilling to play with us. Well, no problem, we can find another player with us. Let's say Abigail. So here I sent an invitation to Abigail, and she agrees with it. Then the game starts. We could say that I have the type of my card is pile, while Abigail has no pile. So this time I win. So we can see that my money increased by 10 and Abigail's money decreased by 10. Of course, I would like to play again. And Abigail wants to. Then let's do it. Oh, this time the winner is Abigail. We don't have no pile cards, but she has a K. So this time I lose $10. So I don't want to play again. But Abigail wants, so she can send a message to me. Said that Alexis, let's do another round. Oh, oops, there is a small typo here. I'm sorry for this, but no problem. We can understand it. After hearing this, I would say, yes, we can do it again. So I agree with the invitation sent by Abigail. Oh no, this time the winner is still Abigail. I lose again. Oh, I feel so frustrated. Maybe today's not my luck day, so I end the game and I say bye to Abigail. But we both know that one cannot really stop gambling. So I check again. I found that maybe I can start another game with Coco. This time Coco agrees. Oh no, the winner is Coco. I still lose the game. It's maybe not my luck day. So I say bye to them. We know that when gambling, people will win, but people will also lose. So what if I do not have enough money to continue another run? Actually, we invent a borrow system to deal with it. So let's see, this time I only have $10, but I still want to play it. So I did it with Abigail, but unfortunately I lose again. So this time I do not have money for the next round. What can I do? I can first say bye to Abigail, and then I try to borrow some money from her. But if she does not really want to lend it to us, no problem. We can see other players in the system. We know that Coco is rich, so let's try to borrow money from Coco. And she gives me $100 generously. Oh, thank you, Coco. So if we check the system, we could see that I can use this money to continue gambling. This is the basic function for our final project. Let's see if we can do any improvements to the system. Here I created a bet function in Python. With this function, players can bet inside a round. That's to say, instead of win 10 and lose 10 in a round, players can bet more if they have larger card and thus win more. So it will first ask player 1, do you want to bet? If she chooses to bet, then it will ask player 2. If she chooses to float, then the current amount becomes the pot. Let's see how it works. I run this file in Python shell. So here both players can only see their own cards. So my card is not really big, so I choose not to bet. And start a new round. Well, this pile, I have a pile. Well, it's not that big, but I can bet for one try. So I bet 10 for that. Now the pot is 30. Here Abigail has a flush. That's really good. So she wants to bet a lot on that. And she bet 100. And now I saw that she bet 100 for it. She must has really good card for it. So this time I will say no, I won't bet anymore. I just lose those money. Another improvement for this is maybe we can use Python game or some other tools to visualize the game. Instead of playing with characters in the terminal, maybe we can play it with pictures and other interactive tools. That's all for our presentation. Thank you very much.